The Apollo Eagles boys hockey team is currently ranked third in the state of Minnesota in Class A and have made 2 trips to the state tournament in the past 3 seasons. Despite the success, this may be the last season for Apollo hockey as we know it.
Our kids today work really hard and have earned everything they've gotten.
The Eagles ended a 28-year state tournament drought with a trip back to St. Paul in 2013. After losing to the Alexandria Cardinals in the section tournament the following season, the Eagles made a return trip to the X in 2015. To make it there, the Eagles had to beat Cathedral in the Section 6A championship game in a memorable sold-out affair at the MAC. Then junior Brendan Bissett's goal in overtime gave Apollo a 1-0 win over Breck in the first round of the 2015 tournament for the Eagles' first ever state tournament win. Bissett says he's been coming to Apollo games since he was just a little kid and can see that the culture has changed.
Yeah, ever since when we were in youth hockey, we would come to the MAC, watch Apollo play. They may not have won every game, but it was fun to come watch.
Fellow senior Tanner Bradenbach says he appreciates the tradition they have built for the Apollo hockey program.
Going to the state tournaments especially, not going for 28 years and then going another time again, something really special for us and our school, and it was just awesome. 1
junior, 4 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. This lack of underclassmen has forced the senior class to spend time on the junior varsity as well as on the varsity team. But having the big group of seniors does have its advantages. The Eagles bring a familiarity and family mentality that normally takes years to develop.
But now it's kind of they're all seniors and they all know where their kind of role is, and they've really accepted their roles and they do a great job. And they work hard in practice to give each other a hard time all the time, so it's a pretty fun atmosphere.
Forward Skylar Rieland says he relishes playing with his fellow seniors.
Well, we all know each other pretty well. We've been playing together our whole lives, and we're pretty close, and it makes it a lot more fun.
Forward Gino Lucia joined the team as a sophomore, and he says that playing with a big group of seniors has been beneficial.
So I think it just keeps building off each other, and now that we have 15, 16 seniors coming in, we've known what it's like, and 12 of them have been playing since freshman year. So I think it's pretty big that we are leaders and know what to do.
In addition to the hours spent on the ice with each other during practices and games, the team also likes to spend time with each other off of the ice, and Coach Pete Matanich says that that's a big key to success.
Yeah, we've been really fortunate over the last probably 3, 4, even 5 years that the guys have really come together. You don't have to be best friends with the guy, but you have to respect the guy next to you. And it's fun. It's good to see. It's good to see they pick up the younger kids, give them rides to games, practices. If they're going to go do fun stuff, they'll grab them too. So it's just a good environment.
Coach Matanich is an Apollo guy through and through, a former Apollo hockey player in the mid-1990s. After a short stint in junior hockey, he ended up with the rival Tech Tigers as an assistant coach after his playing career was done.
The 9 years I was there, my assistants are all Tech guys. It was great. Owe a lot to what I have to Chad Humberding, who was the head coach at Tech. He's the one that gave me the opportunity at 20 years old to be a varsity assistant coach. And since then, I've obviously grown, and I've got my own program now and been able to grow this program. It's been fun to come back to my own alma mater and try to get our program back to what it was back in the 80s and 90s. The first couple of years was kind of a struggle just for everybody. I was new to them. They didn't play with the same expectations that I have now. We grew every year. We've grown every year since I started the program, so it's been fun.
Matanich says that he hopes not only to coach kids to excel on the ice, but also to become well-rounded adults when they leave the program.
For me, I feel the life lessons that you can teach kids throughout the course of the time that you have them are very important to get across that age, and hopefully they can take those forward, and you can instill some work ethic and some determination and commitment in a lot of these kids as we move forward.
Talk to any of the Eagles seniors this season, they will tell you how much they have learned from Coach Matanich.
I've learned more from him in these past 2 years than I think I did all throughout youth hockey. And he's a great coach. I'd do anything for him. I'm glad to have him as a coach. I think he's one of the greatest coaches in the state of Minnesota.
It's been awesome. I've learned so much from him. This past 4 years have been great with him.
He just knows all this stuff about the game, and he's a great coach and leader and stuff.
The Eagles have 2 pairs of brothers on the team getting heavy varsity minutes. The Rielands with sophomore Carter and senior Skylar, and the Bissets, sophomore Noah and senior Brandon. Noah Bissett says that he's been playing hockey with his brother his whole life.
Playing with him, watching him play youth hockey and now high school hockey is great.
It's pretty awesome to be at the rink every day with him and play hockey with him.
With shrinking participation numbers and a current varsity roster with only 22 players, it is more than likely that the Eagles will combine forces with Tech High School as soon as next year to field a varsity team. One of the issues Apollo faces is the fact that there are 3 schools in St. Cloud competing for players from one local youth hockey association.
Everybody's fighting for the people to come watch them play, the crowd, the youth hockey kids. With our association being one and having 3 high schools in town, it's tough. You never know what your numbers are going to be truly every year. And with us having such low numbers, you know, we scrounge and scrape up anybody we can. Should be fun to see how some of these guys really grow through the course of the year.
With Alex Wykowski, Dave Overland, 1390 The Fan Sports.